Donell Jackson's Jeremy, A Horrible Truth is a chilling haunted house thriller that blends supernatural dread with psychological suspense. The novel begins with Mark and Elena, a grieving couple who move into a house on Maple Hollow Road. The property seems perfect, affordable, quiet, and a chance to start over. But grief blinds them to the subtle warnings that something is deeply wrong. The house itself is alive. Unlike traditional hauntings, it doesn't want its occupants dead. It wants to know what scares them. Within its walls lingers the memory of Jeremy, a boy who was adopted, abused, and ultimately erased from existence. His disappearance was never solved, his name barely remembered. But the house remembers, and Jeremy's spirit feeds on fear. As Mark and Elena settle in, they begin to experience unsettling phenomena. Whispers in the walls, shadows that move on their own, and dreams that bleed into waking reality. The house adapts to their grief, amplifying their vulnerabilities. Jeremy's presence is revealed gradually. He is not a ghost in the traditional sense, but a manifestation of trauma and neglect, a reminder of the horrors that silence can bury. His story unfolds in fragments: an abused child, a forgotten victim, a soul trapped in a house that refuses to let go. Supporting arcs intensify the horror. Jeremy's backstory, showing the cruelty he endured and the silence that followed his disappearance. Mark and Elena's grief, which makes them susceptible to the house's manipulations. The house's sentience, a chilling reminder that places can remember more than people ever will. The novel balances psychological tension, supernatural dread, and emotional vulnerability, making it both terrifying and thought-provoking. Themes and conflicts. Memory versus erasure. Jeremy's forgotten life contrasts with the house's refusal to forget. Grief versus survival. Mark and Elena's mourning leaves them open to supernatural influence. Fear versus resilience. The house thrives on fear, forcing its occupants to confront their deepest anxieties. Truth versus silence. Jeremy's story highlights the dangers of secrets buried too long. Style and tone. The prose is atmospheric, unsettling, and emotionally charged, blending haunted house tropes with psychological depth. Jackson's writing appeals to fans of Shirley Jackson's The Haunting of Hill House and Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Climax and resolution. The climax occurs when Mark and Elena uncover Jeremy's tragic history and realize the house is feeding on their grief. In a desperate confrontation, they must decide whether to flee or face the truth. The resolution is haunting. Jeremy's presence is acknowledged but not banished, leaving the couple forever changed and the house still hungry.